Hey there everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Puborama, and in today's video I'll be going over a massive quality of life that I've been using every single day in Grand Theft Auto Online. And it's honestly a super simple one. All it requires me to do is go into the Preferences tab and change my spawn location to the Garment Factory. Every single day I log into Grand Theft Auto Online with my spawn location set to the Garment Factory. Obviously, the game is going to immediately spawn me in this building. And the Garment Factory is absolutely fantastic for many reasons, which we'll be breaking into. The most important reason is the fact that you can now store a terabyte inside of the Garment Factory, and you can upgrade that terabyte with Bureau Tech to have a master control terminal. For any of you that own arcades, it's a great business, right? Because the arcade allows you to access all of the other properties in the game. But why would you buy an arcade when you can now own a garment factory? First of all, this property is very cheap. Purchasing a garment factory, there's only one location and there's no upgrades. So it's literally just a flat 2.5 million and you have yourselves on the building. Then, after getting the building, you also just earn flat passive income with it. Right now, I've got $2,000 in the safe, and I've probably earned close to $500,000 now just playing GTA and leaving my game AFK overnight. It's pretty easy stuff, and it does earn a solid amount of cash. Now, the Garment Factory in general has so many great things going for it. First of all, one of the major reasons I love setting my spawn location here is because I can immediately access a Mark II weapon workshop, right? I got explosive rounds for my heavy sniper, and I also have pump shotgun rounds that I need to purchase. For any of you that are obviously playing this game a lot, you know how incredibly annoying it is when you run out of explosive sniper rounds or shotgun rounds, and then you start up something like the Mackenzie Field hangar missions, and the first mission alone requires you to use an explosive sniper. It's just very annoying. So being able to immediately head right downstairs and access a Mark II workshop, which, by the way, is absolutely free and included in the property, that alone is great. We have snacks directly in the center of the building, which means I can obviously resupply any snacks that I need to, just like that. And then, as I mentioned, the most important of the things that I like to access is the terabyte. If you don't own a terabyte or a nightclub, you can still purchase a terabyte and send it to your garment factory. You can actually change the location if you go into service vehicles, terabyte, and then return options. You can either return to the nightclub or the garment factory, but we are going to leave it in the garment factory. So if you hop into the front seat of your terabyte, you're going to see that there are some options. Specifically, Bureau Tech is the main one. You have collectible scanner, silent running, missile lock on jammer, and master control terminal. Really, the only upgrade you're going to need is the master control terminal. This vehicle can survive upwards of 30 homing missiles. There's really not a situation I find where you're going to be like, uh-oh, I'm going to be destroyed, or I need to run a silent running module. It's worthless. I would only recommend to get the master control terminal. Then once you make your way inside of the terabyte, you can immediately access any of the businesses you have right on this screen. So for example, we can see my nightclub business is a little bit low on its popularity. It's, maybe 20%. So if I go over to Resident DJ, I can just very quickly book the Black Madonna, book Solomon, and, I can swap back and forth on these DJs for, 5 or 6 times, and then that popularity is going to go from what was, 20%, we go back onto the app here, now it's at like 80%. So if I go back to Resident DJ, and I do this 2 more times, we should theoretically have max popularity. Let's back off, let's click back on, and there you go. Full popularity, right? Super easy to do. I can look at how much product I have. I can see I can sell my nightclub for 1 million if I wanted to right now. That's great. Then you obviously have the gun running supplies. You can, resupply your bunker here if you really need to. After I do my bunker, I can go over to the Coke lockup. I can do the math lab. I can do all of the businesses in the game. And most importantly, you can also do vehicle cargo, right? Not vehicle cargo, special cargo. Being able to source special cargo right from this screen is super nice because you can park your terabyte right outside of your special cargo warehouses. And that brings us to the third point. If we take a look, my garment factory is literally 1 inch from the Darnell Bros warehouse with special cargo, and it's also only a little bit down the road from my other warehouses. So if I'm ever in the mood to source special cargo, I can literally drive my vehicle 2 feet out of the garage, instantly do a source for the Darnell Bros, drive it down the road, do a source for the Zero Gas, make my way down and down and down, and, well, I can very easily get my entire businesses set up. Obviously, you have the ability to immediately get your Oppressor Mark II out as well, just by walking into the basement here. So it's kind of like an additional garage slot located inside of your garment factory as well. These are obviously all great benefits. The garment factory also has its own garage located in the basement. Which way is the basement? I think this is the, yeah, that's the exit. So if we go over to the other side here, you're going to see that we can enter the basement of the garment factory. And there's a lot of options here, right? You can have all of your personal vehicles that you want, up to 10. I actually need to fix a lot of my storage here. I got a lot of unupgraded vehicles. I don't know why. I think these were for videos, and I just never really upgraded them. But right now they're just taking up space, and I need to figure out what the heck I'm doing with these cars. But still, you got a 10-car garage included with the property for absolutely free. If you're a beginner, you got some weapons located around as well, which you can grab if you're ever low on ammo. And one of my favorite parts is the little underground traveling system that you have here. I think this is through the train system, right? So let's say right now, I'm located in the city. I'm right here. And, for example, one of the Cluckenbell Farm Raid missions will spawn you right at the Tatviam truck stop. It's, I think, the second mission spawns you here. It's very annoying if you're normally over here, because then you have to get the call from Vincent and head all the way back over to the, the V on the map before you can start the mission up. But this is what's crazy. If you own a garment factory, what you can do is watch this, right? So we fast travel over to the garment factory. This takes 1, 2, 2-ish seconds. Then you turn back, you go over here, and then you choose this location here. So I've just gone from, the truck station, which is all the way on one side of the map, to now the train station, which is right here about, half a mile down the road from Vincent. So I went from all the way over here to this location, which is also right next to my nightclub, my bail office, my agency, and my arcade. All of these businesses, it's right next to. So I can access my, I can access my office building, which is right here. And actually, I don't even own the office building here, but the Maze Bank West office building is literally right here. So if you owned the Maze Bank West, which is, by the way, at least in my eyes, the best office building, you can access all of your properties, including some of the best apartments in the game right here. And then immediately once you've accessed your Maze Bank office building, you can just go back into the train station and you can change your spawn location to another area. You can understand how this is absolutely huge, and it really in general is so incredibly useful. I'm probably going to put a lot of armored vehicles in this garage because of the use it just allows you to have and spawn here immediately. But this is definitely one of the fastest ways to travel in the game. It's great, right? I can go immediately to the airport. I can go to the La Mesa subway, which is right outside of the garment factory. It's honestly a really, really good thing, and I'm actually really happy Rockstar added this business into the game. I know not everybody loves the Garment Factory, but I really do think that this is one of the best all-round properties in the game to get your hands on. As always, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. But if you'd like to see more content like this, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!